our winners match here on Group C of the round of 16 of the SC2 Improved Summer League. One of these two players, WaKa and DmC, one of these guys moves through into the round of 8, joining Adominus and Tefel already there. So I'm very, very excited to get this underway, get to see which of these guys is going to be making it to that stage of the tournament. So guys, now without any further ado, let's just go and introduce our players. Here in the upper left hand corner we have our Blue Cross player. He is representing Vega Squadron, and he is DmC. Been getting better and better as of late. Qualified into Maddel's Foreign Hope tournament. Did alright there, took some maps. Didn't take a series, but did take some maps, which is still quite impressive. And yeah, as well, his opponent right now in this winners match is the player who took down Arthur in our first series of the day. Guys, I know you guys are out there to support him, so let's hear some cheers for E-Star's WaKa, our red Zerg player in the lower left hand corner. So, let's see what these guys are going to get up to here in this game. As our pool is coming down very early from WaKa. And when I say very early, I mean very early. I don't actually know if this was a 10 pool or 9 pool. I assume it was a 9 pool. I'm pretty sure it was a 9 pool. But it's a very early pool from WaKa, so he's trying to abuse the way that DmC has been playing, which has been to open with a gateway and then go straight into a nexus. However, this time DmC is actually choosing to scout. I can't remember, has DmC been scouting before now? I'm not really 100% sure if he has been or not. So yeah, well, either way, now he does, and now immediately he's going to see 6 lings coming his way. So he's not going to drop the nexus on the low ground, which he was heading over to do. He did have a probe on the way down. Instead, he's going to start up his extra gases, starts up his Siren X core straight away to get a mothership core out as soon as possible. And this probe is going to end up dying here. So first probe will die, and these things will continue across the map. An expansion already on the way for WaKa. So I mean, he's just going to try and get a little bit of damage done with this, but good control from DmC should mean that he doesn't actually lose anything at all here, really. Maybe 1 probe or 2, but he should actually be able to come out of this with an advantage because of the fact he scouted. So first zealot's about to pop out, and that will of course help as these lings come in here and try and get some damage onto these probes. And he does try and catch one here, but not quite able to. Doesn't lose a Zergling either though, as now he does that. Zealot actually picking up the kill there. Things trying to come around the other side, but it's kind of hard. Another Zealot's on the way out. Cybercore has finished. He's waiting for his gas to build up here a little bit, as this Zealot's going to try and control against these Zerglings, as these Zerglings are trying to get this around, and they nearly do, but still just not quite there. And with the second Zealot out, it's going to be so hard to really make anything too, anything too severe actually happen here. So, so yeah, these Zerglings turning back around. Not sure what exactly they want to do. Just still trying to just buy some time here in this main base and get up to whatever they can do. These two Zealots still doing a good job of just warding these Zerglings away. The mothership core now out, and WaKa seems to know it. He leaves the base with these Zerglings. Not going to stick around any longer. Comes out of this a few drones behind, which isn't brilliant, but he has delayed the expansion of his opponent by quite some time, so that's something. I would say the game's fairly even, maybe very slight advantage for DmC. Just in general, I mean, the fact that WaKa's already got his expansion up, DmC's only just starting his, I mean, DmC's got a fast warp gate, which he could try and utilise. So that's definitely something he could try and do. He could also try and put on some pressure with these 2 Zealots and this mothership core if he feels safe enough to do that. He could put on a little bit of pressure and maybe try and force some more units, or just kill off a couple of them lings which are already out. So a couple of different options here for DmC. We'll see what exactly he wants to do. He's adding on his extra gateways at the natural already. Could add on a 4th gateway and get really aggressive if he wants, but I just don't really feel as though that will be his end goal. He is actually bringing a probe here, so as he brings a sentry down to block his ramp, he's going to bring the probe and 2 Zealots. He's going to start getting a little bit aggressive here, so maybe he can make something happen. I mean, Warp Gate's about halfway done, so with a Corona Boost or 2, that's not very far away from finishing. That being said, he is just Corona Boosting our probe, so he doesn't seem to be all that worried about it now. His Zerglings will just miss the probe going there. We just spot the mothership course. He will actually start to turn around with these 10 more lings now on the way, and starts up a pylon as this third base will be under a little bit of attack here in just a moment or two. Warpgate's still about 30, whoa, actually 50 seconds away, so we're talking about another minute here until we see Warpgate's active. These first two Zelds are going to get surrounded by these things. They're going to turn around and start fighting them. 2 Zerglings down, and the other 2 Zerglings will fall very quickly as well. But of course, 2 Queens are going to do a pretty good job as well. But the Zelds all get away, and that's actually a pretty nice touch there, keeping both the Zelds alive. However, for how long? As he actually just turned around, this has been good control from DmC, really getting the most out of his Zealots here. Trades off against a lot of Zerglings, and if his Warp Gate was slightly faster, he probably could have done some damage here. He could have had another Warp in available. He's just about 10 seconds or so away from that there, so unfortunately not quite able to make that happen. Maybe a Chrono Boost or 2 and it would have been okay, but back at home he's already got a Forge on the way, so it looks as though he's just happy to play out a macro game at this point, or head into some kind of timing with the Forge, with the upgrades. But there's the next statue going to start coming down, so he's just happy to play this out from this position. Doesn't seem all too worried about anything right now, as +1's just over a quarter of the way done here for our Protoss player. WaKa back at home, he's not really up to too much just yet. He's got 2 gases down, he's got 2 more gases on the way. Yeah, I mean, he's on 21, he just transferred a bunch of drones. Okay, he's just setting up his gases, so yeah, he's doing okay. He gets his double Evo chamber, so that's going to give us a bit of an idea about how he exactly wants to play this game. No Rotron just yet, so looking as though it's going to be a very Ling heavy style in the early stages of this, and maybe head into some kind of fast ultras. I mean, Swarm hosts have actually been quite popular off of kind of a very heavy Ling opening, so maybe we're going to see a little bit of that here from WaKa as we wait to see what his decision will be. His Les just over halfway done, so that tech is, you know, it's en route. As the Hallucinated Phoenix here will actually be able to spot, quite importantly, the double evolution chamber. That's basically the main thing he wants to be looking for here as he does begin to head across the map with these units. So Hallucinated Phoenix does fly across. These 2 evolution chambers are on the way. This couple of overlords is going to be turned around, and this Hallucinated Phoenix does get picked off. So what's under attack? Is it the rocks? Okay, so he's just slowly taking down the rocks here, making his way towards that potential 4th base, which is at the gold. We do have a big army moving out right now, and it looks as though DmC is going to go for a very similar style to what he went for against Elays on this map. Only he actually hasn't probed up this 3rd base at all. Wow, okay, so I haven't noticed the fact he's just stopped building probes. He's just going to go for one big attack right now, hoping the 3rd base is just duked his opponent completely. And with a Spire on the way, and WaKa just with basically only Zerglings, I struggle to see him holding this right now. I mean, he's only got +1. No, sorry, he doesn't have any upgrades just yet. His 1-1's still on the way. +1's finished for DmC. So DmC are an upgrade advantage right now. And Round of Stalkers already coming to join this. Oh my god, this is huge. WaKa is in a lot of trouble. Zerglin speed does finish. He's got 4 Queens here and he's got 2 Spinecrawlers building. But will they be in time? Looking to come around from a couple of angles. He does start to pick off these units from behind here straight away, as the first Queens are actually going to start getting picked off. He misses the transfusers. He gets no transfusers at all, so it's going to be down to these Zerglings and only these Zerglings. Coming in from behind here, 1 Sentry is going to get picked off, but that's going to be about it, as 36 more Zerglings are on the way. Drones being pulled here. Spinecrawlers are about to finish up, but I think they're going to die before they do finish, as now the Zerglings continue to swarm inwards. I mean, a little bit longer, and they're going to have +1, and that would help them out so much. But I just don't feel as though there's going to be enough. WaKa is losing absolutely everything. GG is called, and DmC takes the first game quite easily here in our winners match, and is 1 game away from advancing to the quarterfinals.